Axl Rose lands a new gig, and A-listers heat up Coachella in today's entertainment city. But first, Johnny Depp and Amber Heard put an end to their dog smuggling scandal with the most awkward apology ever. No conviction for Amber Heard after the actress pleaded guilty to falsifying travel documents to sneak her and her husband Johnny Depp's dogs into Australia. The conclusion to the high-profile criminal quarantine case left Heard with a 1-month good behavior bond. If she breaks it, she'll have to pay $1,000. The scandal started last April when Heard came to visit Depp while he filmed the 5th Pirates of the Caribbean Down Under. She brought her 2 Yorkshire Terriers but didn't go through the proper quarantine procedures. As part of the case, the couple also recorded a rather awkward video.
Australia is a wonderful island with a treasure trove of unique plants, animals, and people.
It has to be protected.
Australia is free of many pests and diseases that are commonplace around the world. That is why Australia has to have such strong biosecurity laws. I am truly sorry that Pistol and Boo were not declared. Protecting Australia is important.
Declare everything when you enter Australia.
Apparently, the script was vetted by the Commonwealth prosecutors, which is not obvious at all. And while Depp and Heard were feeling remorseful down under, just about every other Hollywood A-lister was in the California desert at Coachella, the music festival that doubled as the hottest place for celebrity couple sightings. First up, Rihanna and Leonardo DiCaprio. The rumored former flings were spotted together, trying to keep incognito at a late-night after-party on Saturday. Meanwhile, Toronto's own The Weeknd was seen getting cozy with supermodel girlfriend Bella Hadid, with both of them channeling Canadian vibes in all denim. Taylor Swift was also spotted at Coachella sporting her new bleached blonde do, but instead of hanging with boyfriend Calvin Harris, Swift was out and about with various members of her enormous squad. The singer definitely got in on the festival vibe, ditching her glamorous duds for a decidedly dressed-down look for the Guns N' Roses concert Saturday night. Speaking of Guns N' Roses, frontman Axl Rose is lending his voice to AC/DC, filling in for frontman Brian Johnson so that the band can continue its world tour. Johnson, as we reported previously, has been told to stop touring over hearing loss concerns. And a big congratulations to Empire co-stars Trey Byers and Grace Geely, who have a new role off-screen, husband and wife. The actors tied the knot on Thursday after getting engaged last July. Meanwhile, in their fictional lives, things aren't going quite as well for either Byers or Geely.
I'm pregnant.
See what drama goes down this week on Empire, Thursday, only on Show Me. Fashion's elite, dressed to the nines, of course, celebrated the 3rd annual Canadian Arts and Fashion Awards in Toronto over the weekend. This A-list gathering was where we found our own Terry Hart catching up with the fantastically fashionable.
How much is Canadian fashion on the radar right now, do you think?
For me, it's a big flashing light.
Elle Macpherson is being recognized tonight with the Vanguard Award. What a wonderful honor for you, Ms. Macpherson.
I was a bit shocked because I didn't realize that I had such a fan following in Canada.
How aware are you of the impact that you've had on other people and how your person has touched people through your career?
Well, clearly not that aware because I didn't expect this. But I think it's important. I do feel I have a responsibility to make sure that I'm communicating an honest message.
You have, inarguably, I believe, upped the ante in the Canadian fashion game in the last year. Was that something that you knew you wanted to do and impact when you became our First Lady?
You know, when I discovered actually the pool of talent in Canadian designers, I couldn't believe they were, designed here, made here, and I thought that was the least I could do was to wear them and show them.
As a Canadian, how much have you seen the Canadian fashion world change and evolve in the past few years?
Well, let's just talk about the last 3 years of CAFAs have grown and grown and grown, and now I'm seeing people that aren't even Canadian here. That's great. We're on the map now.
Where do you think Canadian fashion is on the global scale right now?
That's a great question because I think, well, the Canadian fashion, I don't even want to say the industry, I want to say the players. Because I think that's even bigger than just saying the Canadian fashion industry. They are huge on the global market.
You are such a spectacular supporter of fashion in this country. Why has it become such a passion for you?
You know what? I think to support our own has always been very important to me. I do the international scene quite a bit with fashion shows, so I see all these other countries give incredible support to their designers, and it's time for Canada to really step it up and give the support that we need.
Where are you going? Where do you think? My shift is over.
Regression links an unspeakable crime to the occult. Canuck actor Aaron Ashmore stars in the film alongside Emma Watson and Ethan Hawke, and I caught up with him to talk about the psychological sci-fi thriller. Okay, so let's talk about this movie. It's kind of creepy.
It most certainly is, yeah. I think it keeps you guessing because there's just all these elements of like, is this happening? Could this possibly be real? The idea of this sort of obsession that happened in the late 80s and early 90s about satanic cults in the States.
Regression is in theaters now. And remember, you can always find the hottest new movie releases and all your past favorites on Rogers On Demand at Channel 100. For Entertainment City, I'm Adam Wilde.